The Dow lower over the past 4 consecutive trading days and down more than 2.8% year to date. Is it time for investors to look beyond stocks at other asset classes, especially with all the news flow? You know, the breaking news today about Crimea and the referendum vote on Sunday. We've got so much global activity that's frightening some investors. Gold is up 14% year to date. One money manager says now is the moment to get in on this precious metal and commodities in general. But there's a twist to this. Keith McCullough, Hedgeye Risk Management founder and CEO, is unraveling the mystery. And it starts, Keith, with the U.S. dollar. Right now, there's a headline coming out of the CFTC that the long bets on the dollar are lightening up big time. Not a lot of believers out there in the greenback. Why?
Well, I think it follows the path of least resistance, which is the economic data. So the data continues to deteriorate on the margin. This morning's University of Michigan confidence number was a 79 and change. So again, American confidence is falling alongside the dollar. You've seen this in the 1970s. You've seen it with Bush and Obama, primarily because you have really both a fiscal and monetary policy to devalue the dollar. That's really bad for the dollar. It's really good for gold. It's really good for commodities. But again, you get inflation when that happens, and inflation in kind of like in a virtuous cycle is slowing growth on top of that again and again and again.
And in a way, that bet leads to your commodities belief, and that is that maybe you lighten up on equities and you go into commodities. You were specifically mentioning gold, but why gold and what else?
Well, I mean, gold absolutely loves what I just said. It loves what is called stagflation. So in other words, the dollar goes down, inflation goes up, and growth starts to slow. So that is really what gave gold a 12-year bull market. It went up for 12 consecutive years for that. And what really interrupted that last year, and why we were bearish on gold last year, was interest rates and the dollar rising. So again, we basically just flipped our call upside down. And if you kind of keep playing that through, it finds its way into food inflation. It finds its way into wage and rent inflation. And that's what this country is going to have, a double in CPI this year, which is not what we had last year.
Okay, so if there's a long short bet, would it be long gold short the dollar, long metals short the dollar? You tell me what you'd like to see here, and what would make investors money?
Well, I like going to the Canadian hockey plan, so I go with the gold first, and then I get into the precious stuff. I'm fine with the silver metal too for Sweden. But look, the reality is still, any kind of precious metal, much more so than an industrial metal like copper. Or if you look at the food complex, it's absolutely ripping, Liz. I mean, the price of coffee is up 75% for the year to date. Not that anyone drinks coffee, but the reality is that all this stuff that you actually consume is going straight up.
Well, yeah, I mean, Arabica has been definitely jumping, but some of the other soft commodities haven't done as well. Let's move on, though, because it's not like you hate all equities. You do have 3 picks today, right?
Yeah.
T. Rowe Price, you like Owens Corning, gold, of course. Would you like the miners at least?
Yeah, miners I'm less excited. I like to go straight for the juice, which is obviously in gold and silver.
Our money is becoming worthless. You might have a lot of money in the bank, and if you think 2008 in America was bad when it hit the 401ks, watch what's coming here in the near future. You think you're secure because you got a 401k? You think you're secure because you might have Social Security when you're of an older age? You need to do your research, man. And what I'm talking about, the thing that's going to secure you is obtaining gold. And Karatbars International makes that possible for us to save now in small increments, a little at a time, and to gain a lot of that gold for free just by telling people about the system of going back to gold and trading with it. I also wanted to thank Harold Size for making this company and offering these opportunities really to the world. Gold is a very important thing to accumulate right now, and I'm just very blessed to know that there's a system in place that we can utilize to bring us great prosperity and also a safety net for our future and our family's future. Anybody has the opportunity at this venture, and if you're interested, just join me at goldpotential.com. I look forward to talking to you soon.